Taylor used to act. Almost everyone knows this, but Taylor used to be a child actor. She's best known for her role as Cindy Lou Who in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Jenny Humphrey in Gossip Girl, but she has also appeared in a bunch of other things too. She actually credits her time in the studio of How the Grinch Stole Christmas for helping her realize she'd want to do music.
And I think, honestly, the thing that I remember the most that probably resonated with me to this day as an adult is The Grinch was the first time that I went into a recording studio and got to work with the amazing James Horner. And I'll never forget walking into this beautiful studio with this immaculate console in front of me and putting headphones on and singing into a microphone for the first time, singing Where Are You Christmas? That was such an impactful moment in my life because it made me go, I want to make music for the rest of my life. I love being in a recording studio. I love being behind a microphone, and I love everything about it. And that really, it was a huge turning point and put me into the position of a mindset to be where I am now and today. I'm going to make music for the rest of my life.
The Pretty Reckless wasn't meant to be their name. Originally the band was supposed to be called The Reckless, but there was some trademarking issues, so they went with The Pretty Reckless instead. Apparently before that they were The Pretty Reckless with a W.
The Pretty Reckless was originally known as just The Reckless.
True, but not known. It was originally, it's almost true, it was originally supposed to be called The Reckless, but we had trademarking issues, so...
That's exactly what it says.
Someone threw out the word pretty, and we thought it was better than moderately reckless, so it stuck.
Is there like another band called The Reckless?
Yeah, I guess there's a jean company, and I guess it's just a common word or something. I don't know, there's any trademarking, I don't understand any of that.
The boys had another band before TPR. Before the current male members of the band, Ben Phillips, Mark Damon, and Jamie Perkins, were a part of the band, they were all in another band together called Famous. This band is seen as a side project the boys had, but they were actually sharing music in 2006, 2 years before Taylor and Ben met.
I met Kato, who produced the record and is really the kind of behind-the-scenes fifth member of the band. And through him I met Ben, and Ben and I started writing together, and it just worked. And Mark and Jamie and Ben were in a band, and I kind of stole it, and we made, basically became the new lead singer and wrote a new record with a different name. So
the band originally had different members. Whilst the current male members were rough working on Famous, TPR had 6 different male members. The first lineup of the band had Taylor and 3 still unknown males. They only performed around 7 shows, including the band's first one ever, before the lineup changed. The second lineup switched to Taylor, John Cicolo, Matt Chiarelli, and Nick Carbone. All 6 of these boys are seen more as touring members rather than official members, whereas the third lineup of the band, Taylor, Ben, Mark, and Jamie, are official members. This makes Taylor the only original member. John, Matt, and Nick were there after the first 7 shows and stayed to their last in that era. The band have 18 known demos. Before the band released the Pretty Reckless EP and Light Me Up in 2010, and before Ben, Mark, and Jamie officially joined, they were playing some different songs live in 2009. These songs are considered old demos and unreleased songs. The album they were supposed to appear on was never released, but fans made 2 albums that contained them, the unreleased EP, and a compilation called Demoed Live, 2009 to 2012. Some songs were only played live, some have studio versions, and some were added as bonus tracks to their first album. They were the first Western act to tour China. According to Taylor, TPR were the first Western act to do a multi-city tour of China.
I mean, at this point, we've traveled the world literally. We just got back from China, which is cool because we were the first Western act to ever do a multi-city tour of China. So we're kind of the guinea pigs for touring over there, and it was awesome.
Mark wasn't actually a part of the first album. He's mentioned in the first album's thank yous, but he didn't play on it. Whilst he did tour with the band in 2010, he didn't appear on an album until 2012. Kato Candwiller played bass instead.
Jamie, the drummer.
I'm Kato. I am the producer.
I'm Taylor. I'm the singer.
I'm Ben. I'm the guitar player.
They made Mark cut his hair. Speaking of Mark, They actually convinced him to cut his long hair, and he's never gone back. His hair has been through a lot.
The other one was, should Mark cut his hair or not?
That was an argument, yeah. This cut Mark's hair, don't cut Mark's hair.
Obviously. Yeah, we won.
And it looks fucking good.
It looks fucking good.
They're the first rock band with 6 number ones. The band made history by being the first female-fronted rock band to have 6 number 1 songs on rock radio.
Well, Death by Rock and Roll, the single, went number 1, which was crazy in COVID, to put out a song and have it go number 1 and not be able to play it live. And then our latest single, And So It Went, which features the amazing Tom Morello, also just reached number 1. So that, I believe that makes it our 6th number 1 single at the rock format. So I think we're breaking records.
They've only done 3 collaborations. Despite being a band since 2008/2009, they have only done 3 official collabs on their own songs. However, they have appeared on other people's songs.